Hello everybody, I'm gonna go on a walk. This time, car, it's a little dirty. I haven't done any work on it for a while, but I'm gonna do some this weekend. Anyway, we are headed towards Shawnee Park, and it's on a Saturday. These are the people in your neighborhood, Like, this dude's got more plants than I've got, I think. Also, rather like his truck. What's up, big guy? These are just neighborhood dogs. It's a great big dark dog there on the other side of the red. He's a total sweetheart, though. He's gotten out before. And there's another big whitish dog. I'm going to end up walking down this street. This is Duncan Street, but we're going to cut through this little park first. It is really nice outside. Hazy, but nice temperature. It's warmed up a little bit from yesterday. I think it feels like it's about 70. I'll look here in a minute. It is the 24th of May. Happy Saturday, everybody. It is going to be a nice one, I think. Slept a little late, so we were getting a very late start on our walks today. But we'll make it a fairly long one. This is E. Leland Taylor Park. And there's Waterson Expressway just right next to it. They keep the grass mowed. Nice little playground. It's got a splash pad which they haven't turned on yet. I've seen them on in other little parks, but it seems as though this one always takes forever. There's that stupid baseball field that makes no sense. Absolutely useless baseball field. I've ranted about it before on my regular shorts, daily things. There's a big hole back in the outfield there, like right behind the shortstop, where the shortstop would be. There's no pitcher's mound. There's no diamond. There's still like the practice pitching mound. There's one bench that's in bad shape, and then the other one is just, there's none of it left except like the bases. They do use this football field for like pee-wee football, which is kind of fun to see all these little kids in their gigantic helmets and stuff just running with a ball that's bigger than their head. And this basketball court gets used quite a bit. Kind of surprised there's nobody out here today. It's so pretty. Dakota and I like to go back there behind, back in there, because it's just woods and there's never anybody there. I think that this big thing is an auditorium or gymnasium or something, but it doesn't, as best as I can tell, it's never used for anything. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they do stuff in it during the summer when they've got kids in here. And this is one of those World War II starter housing neighborhoods. It's kind of weird. There's an alley in between these two blocks, but the houses on the right over here have no alley behind them, and the houses over there have no alley on them, so nobody uses that alley. They don't pick up garbage in it. Nobody uses it to get in and out of their garages, even though a lot of them have garages that open onto it. But you can tell they haven't been open in ages because they're covered in poison ivy and vines and shit. Sad roses. All right, gonna keep going. Boy, somebody's got a barbecue smoker or something going around here. It smells fantastic. This is one of those little neighborhoods that was obviously a development probably in the 50s. All the houses are vaguely the same. Very slight variation in them, but they're all pretty much that side-to-side roof with the entryway. I don't know why they've done this to that poor tree. It just kills me to see it when people take down a perfectly healthy tree like that. But a limb might fall on my house. Yeah, so for the next 20 years, you're going to have 15 to 20% higher cooling bills in the summertime. But hey, got to worry about those limbs. Roof repairs are just so much more expensive than paying for electricity. Okay, Okay, now we got to cut over here. We'll get back to Duncan Street shortly. What is this street? This is 41st Street. So we've gone 7 blocks at this point. I've always found this interesting. There's one house set all the way at the back of the lot. I don't know how in the world they got away with that. This is kind of an unusual one. Still, most of these houses are that design, variations on that design of the 2 stories, but there's some bigger ones. There's that one, and then these are different, and it looks like it got bigger down there. I love the roof on this one over here. This sort of weird barn roof with the folded seam metal on it. If they take care of that roof, it'll outlast anybody living there. Yeah, this is, you can see it gets into a little bit bigger houses on the next block down here. I think that's Duncan Street, so we're going to be turning down that and headed towards the park. Another someone around here barbecued. It smells really good. I didn't realize I was hungry until I smelled that. We're still on Duncan Street. This is, I griped about this during the snowpocalypse when I started making my daily shorts. This street is the only street, east-west street between Market Street and Bank Street that goes all the way, almost all the way to Northeastern Parkway. It actually stops like a half block short, but it's like a main artery through the middle of this entire neighborhood, and they did not put a single bit of salt on it during all that snow. I mean, it was just a skating rink for almost that entire, 10-day period or more. It was pretty long that this was, you could drive on it if you had a really sure-footed car, but I saw a lot of people just spinning in place. We're getting back into, I think, a little bit older neighborhood, but this is probably still, semi-suburban back when it was actually built. I think the older parts of Portland are more to the east, towards the locks and whatnot. I love this little Winnebago over here. It has not moved since I've lived here, but it's still pretty cool. It's built on a Mercedes chassis. A little short, but I would think that it would probably be really good on the highway, and it's all you need is a bed and a sink and a toilet, and maybe a shower. So right there's the end of Duncan, which there's an alley that it tees into, and that's the end of it. But they had that street, 46th back there, that was a cross street that was cleared. So if they had just made Duncan, you can't even see all the way down it. There's too many little hills in between here and there. But if they kept this road clear, it would have made everybody's life in this area so much easier. Because it was kind of hard to get to and from your house if you were like in the middle, in between the north-south streets that they cleared. I think they cleared about 3 of them, 38th, 41st, and 46th there. If I remember correctly, it was something like that. There might have been a 4th one in there. I don't think so, though. But this looks like it was fairly fancy when it was built, and they're still cool houses. Oh, somebody needs to fix the roof over there. But these are not as postage stampy as a lot of the neighborhoods. However, you come around the corner and they're all the same, except way down there there's one that's taller. It's like both sides of the street were built by the same people using the same plans. There's one that's a little bit bigger there. But this is the Portland neighborhood, y'all. I like that they have painted that house bright yellow. This one has been covered in house wrap for 5 years. I don't know why they've stopped on it. And I don't think I've ever seen that camper move. And it's got power hooked up to it, so It almost looks like somebody's living in it. I don't know, maybe it's a grandma house or a mom's attic kind of thing. So there's this empty lot, but instead of running the street through to Northwestern Parkway, this just remains empty, which, you know, I don't care. There seems to be no man's land, and somebody's driven through here to get to Northwestern Parkway. I can see the tracks go right over this hump. All right, I'm gonna I don't know, I guess I'll show a little bit of Northwestern Parkway. These houses are really pretty. They are right up against the Shawnee golf course over here. And I just read a study about that people that live close to golf courses have a super high rate of cancer. And it's probably because of all the pesticides and fertilizers and chemical crap that they spray on it to make that grass perfect. That's a cool house. I like the outbuilding too. Dakota used to bark at that concrete pig over there before I guess she realized that over time that it wasn't going to do anything. But she's decided she really wants to get to the park. So I'm going to close this down, and that was nice too. Yeah, these houses through here are really pretty nice. A lot of them are really pretty. This is the end of Market Street and the entrance to Shawnee Park, at least the corner entrance. Northwestern Parkway goes on along it. There's this, if you want to pause and read about the park. There used to be an amusement park here, but then, of course, rather than allow black people in from segregation, they tore it down. I just found my first bullet casing of the walk. Find those every once in a while. Never can figure out, what happened. There's almost never any indication that there was any sort of, crime investigation or anything like that. Come on, Dakota, let's go. I'm not going that way. Let's go down to the river. So this path goes down in between Shawnee, the park proper, and the Shawnee golf course, and then turns left along the river down there and goes to the boat ramp, which I will stop at in a little while. This is a nice park. They got a lot of baseball fields over there. We might cut back through there to see if the kids are playing. Come on, Dakota! You and that nose. Come on! Gotta leave a text message for somebody? Hey! No, not that way. Come on! She's gonna go over here and look to see if there's any thing to chase over there on the edge of the woods. Then she'll meet up with me down here. But, all right, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, I think this is cool. They've got solar panels on their roof over here. A kind of tony little area of some of them are kind of ugly McMansions. Some are huge, but they're right up against the edge of the golf course and got a view of the river, so pretty cool. Again, don't think I would want to for the chemicals and then sudden invasion. Let's walk. And now I'm gonna wait for my dog. The return of the prodigal dog. I had to go make sure there weren't any groundhogs over there for me to murder. Yeah, so this is the little path. I don't know, we might go back into the woods here. There's a cool loop in here. There's an area that they're preserving as a woodland wetlands that it goes around. We pretty regularly during the summer scare up deer and back in there, and we've scared up turkey back in there. Boy, I tell you what, there's nothing that will scare the bejesus out of you but like a damn turkey taking off 5 feet away from you. Actually, I had one take off like 3 feet in front of me one time when I was in some pretty high grass in Cox Park. That I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I mean, for one thing, they're just absolutely gigantic. Oh, good, they put the bridge back. The flooding lifted this bridge and carried it off into the... Yeah, we're going to go in the woods. Come on, Dakota. Let's go for a walk in the woods. This way goes up and around the top. The natural levee up there, and a lot of old remains of the amusement park. You know, concrete. You can see right there. There's some chunks of concrete and stuff that are probably left from, you know, rides and whatnot. It was a pretty expansive park, but yeah, that little stream goes to a marshy area that's fairly big. There's probably water standing in it right now. We'll see in a little while, but once again, this is one of those places you can just right off the road dive into nature and be out of the city. Yeah, there's some people. Yeah, there's quite a few people out on the golf course. Kind of figured that. They're out there pretty much all the time if it's not super wet. And even then, every once in a while, you'll see people out there. It's just like, what are you doing? Okay, continuing onward with this part of the walk. This is the actual wetlands part. Hi, Dakota. So you can see it's really pretty. It's really pretty during the winter time. This all gets covered up in snow and ice, and when it snows, that is. And I've seen a ton of deer tracks through here, but I'm not really very soft. And she's acting like she sees something. When she does scare up deer, come on, stop hunting. Dog will hunt. But anyway, yeah, a lot of sign of deer. Haven't seen any turkey tracks back in here yet. I haven't seen. You'll see down along the water. You'll see a whole lot of tracks of like mink and stuff. But I haven't seen any evidence of that up here so far. But yeah, this is really nice back in here. We're about to come up on the boat ramp. The boat ramp's right over there. You might be able to see some cars through the trees. There's a little evidence of the old amusement park, some concrete pylons and whatnot in here. But nice little bench. A little high off the ground. I don't think they were thinking very hard when they put that in. But still kind of cool, just out here in the middle of the woods. Man, there's a poison ivy tree. Oh, that's not a poison ivy. That's one of those, whatchamacalls'em. And yeah. Hope you're enjoying this walk, because I sure am. And she sure is. Oh, Dakota, don't get over there. I have no idea what she's after. This is the LG&E smokestacks coming down slowly. And we are going to cut across this parking lot. And I think it's about 1.5 miles down to the far end of the park. Through the woods. Pretty straight path through there. It's right along the, just above the river, and the natural levees to the left. That drive comes down it, though they've got more levee built up behind it. This is pretty high ground through here compared with a lot of this end of town. And the cottonwoods are still putting out their little fluffy, cottony, poofy flying things. I guess they're seeds. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, look at this monster. That is a big tree. I think it's a tulip poplar. Yeah, it's a tulip poplar. The top of it is broken out even. It's still huge. I'm gonna say it's probably 5 foot diameter. And I've lost my dog. She's back there somewhere, crashing around. She'll show up in a minute. But it's nice to hear all the birds. During the summer, it gets really kind of spookily quiet back in here, but they're talking away right now. This is supposed to be the first day of summer, and last few days have been a little bit chilly, but you can tell it's also Memorial Day weekend. People are partying in the park. You get lots of music. I haven't heard any Harleys yet, which is weird. They usually come roaring through here in small packs. Oh, there she is. She's up there on the ridge line. You gonna come back and join me? Yep, I'm just gonna keep walking. I'll have to see how far we've come before the next one. I think that's a train over there. That mechanical noise. Now this, I think, is a live band playing up here. If not, it's a DJ, but it's definitely some kind of outdoor PA system set up. It's not somebody's car. Way too clear to be in a car. And it also sounds like a live band. Also, now there's a guy yelling. So, I can't tell if it's a DJ or... Nope, it's a DJ. Oh, I don't know. That might be a cover. Somebody doing a cover. That's pretty fun. That's definitely a cover. They didn't have horns in this song. Yeah, sounds like it's a chick singing. Cool. All right. Great day for an outdoor concert. I almost went up there to look and see, but it's, as you can tell, it's pretty steep to get up to the top of this thing. There's I wonder where they're set up. It's just right up there. Cool. There's an area, what do you call it? A little rotunda kind of thing up there that is has power and bathrooms and whatnot, but I've never seen it being used. I wonder if that's where they are. Well, I was wrong. I forgot there were horns in this song. This is definitely the original. Either that or it's an amazing cover band. But yeah, there's a lot of cars up here. Just gonna step up here to where I can see what's going on. And then, I don't know. Actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut across this field. I guess Dakota will rejoin me in a minute as she heads out over there. Oh, that must be something official because there's the police. Oh, it's a classic car thing. Wow, they got it going on this time. How many are out there? Cool. All right. Dakota, this way. No, not that way. Come on. Let's go across this yard. I think this is called the Great Lawn that we're about to cross on the other side of the levee there. Well, I was wrong. I forgot there were horns in this song. This is definitely the original. Either that or it's an amazing cover band. But yeah, there's a lot of cars up here. Just gonna step up here to where I can see what's going on. And then, I don't know. Actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut across this field. I guess Dakota will rejoin me in a minute as she heads out over there. Oh, that must be something official because there's the police. Oh, it's a classic car thing. Wow, they got it going on this time. How many are out there? Cool. All right. Dakota, this way. No, not that way. Come on. Let's go across this yard. I think this is called the Great Lawn that we're about to cross on the other side of the levee there. Man, I've been hearing a lot of Prince the last couple days. Artist that rents a spot in the building I work in is playing a lot as Prince. This is the Great Lawn. They call it that. It at one point was all baseball fields, the entire thing. And there's just like some practice football fields down there at the very end of it. This thing, where is it? That's a flagpole that used to have the names of World War I veterans that played baseball in the city. And all the plaques have been stolen and nothing's going on with it. What are you doing over there? She was just rolling around. I'm sure she found something that smells good. Come on, go get them. Go get them. Where are they? Go get them. There's nothing for her to get, but I think that's always fun to do. Come on. So we're gonna walk across through here and head into the city. Left these pretty little flowers. I'm sure this was too marshy for them to mow. But I kind of wish they would turn most of this into wildflower patches and stop mowing it. Just seems like a waste of gas to me. Now we're walking down Northwestern Parkway. Dakota, get away from this street. Nice arts and crafts style house. Needs a little bit of love here and there, but pretty cool house. It's another one. Get an idea of the era that this was built. Park has a lot of big mature trees in it. Really nice. There's a little bit of that postage stampy stuff going on with some of these houses. Ooh, that one's empty. Huh. I wonder if it's on the market. That one needs some loving, or at least some new blinds. There's some more nice arts and crafts style stuff. Ooh, that one's actually kind of even maybe a little bit older. It's got some really pretty brackets on it. Look at the roof there, very ornate. Nice. There's the elementary school here on the corner, and once we get past it, we're gonna plunge into the neighborhoods. Somebody's telling me that she wants to go hunt for her groundhog over here. There's a huge set of dens over here, and I'm waiting for this car to figure out what it's going to do. And we're going to go over here, and you can watch her turn into a bullet. All right, come on. Go get him. Go. Oop, gotta check this tree first. There's a big dead tree over here to the right that is where the big bunch of dens are. Hey, back over this way. She's decided to go that way. A nice crop of poison ivy growing here. I do wish they would cut that stuff out just to keep it from spreading. It's not needed in a park. Yeah, let's see. It's that dead tree over there. Stick it up over the top of everything. As you can see, it's still pretty hazy. Oh no, there she's found a. For some reason, I keep getting like overexposed with this thing, and I don't know what I'm hitting. I'm gonna stop it and restart it. Well, she thought she saw something. I think there's some dens right over here too, but she's decided she needs to run up to the hill and check on those trees. Yeah, oh yeah, there's that other big dead tree, so I think that one might have some dens. There's a bunch of them. I mean, you can see this sunken in hole here. It's just full of entries and exits to exits. There's an exit, there's an exit, there's an exit. Doesn't look like this is in use right now though. It's kind of gotten filled in. Yeah, it would be clear if they were up here. And this is another great big lawn up here at the top of this rise that I've got no idea why they've got it up here. I think they use like a little area of it for football practices. Every once in a while there's lines laid out on it with the chalk. And you can see some of the lights for you can kind of figure out where we are. You know, the baseball fields are over there with the lights, and yep, that tower's definitely starting to come down. So, well, there goes a blue jay. We're headed over to that tree. Before we leave Northwestern Parkway, I just wanted to show you these set of porches through here. Look at that stonework over there, and then same thing with this one. It's come on, zoom out. It's big, and this also has these wedges on this arts and crafts houses. Those are some big ass posts right there. This probably just has like a 6x6 underneath of them or something, and then they're covered with brick that's been stuck on it. It's still pretty cool. And they've got some nice brackets up in there too. Old coal chute. This whole city used to be just under a cloud of smog all the time. I heard a historian say that, oh, these are pretty. It's a little past their prime, but when they smell, very little, but still pretty. Yeah, there's more arts and crafts houses all through here. Oh, that's a pretty porch. I like their shrubbery. That's a pretty front yard over there as well. Yeah, these neighborhoods are really nice through here. Kind of love this faux Swiss thing they've got going on. Boy, they've got a great front yard. Yeah, it could use a little love, but still. Yeah, look at that. Pretty great. Oh, nice front door too. Yep, Portland neighborhood's very pretty. This is, what is this, Vermont? I think this is... Nah, you'll be fine. Nah. She'll want to get snacks from you, though. And now we're heading down this alley. It's got a little trash in it, but I always love the way that everything gets grown over during the spring and summertime. Oh, that poor house. It is, looks like it might get torn down. Boy, it's got a huge maple tree in the backyard. That thing is just gigantic. Goes up and up and up and up and up. It's actually kind of, that looks like a walnut there that's also a monster. Could be a pecan. It's kind of hard to tell with those nut trees. Oh, there's a nice big mimosa. Either somebody got kicked out or they're just dirty. I think they got kicked out because it looks like that place is abandoned. I love this garage, their hangout spot. There's always people out here on the weekends. Market in 42nd Street. Market does a little turn right up there. I'm gonna head down here, 42nd Street. And back over that way is Shawnee Park. Can't see the smokestacks from here. Should be able to, but I think that's actually it might be behind those trees that were over there. But yeah, here's yet another one of these sets of sort of cookie cutter houses. They're all through this area. You know, they're all similar, but they're not the same. And these have obviously had these porches filled in on them. Well, that's kind of an interesting one. So, that's a pretty holly tree. Ooh, that's a tall one, 3 stories. This is kind of neat. These, all the houses face this sidewalk instead of a street. There's only a few of these. Does it have the name of it? No. Yeah, there's only a few of these in the city. But it's kind of nice. There's I don't know why they're just kind of thrown in here. But seems like a nice way to have your house so that everybody parks in the back instead of taking up room on the street. There's the alley in between it. And, this is Main Street, which doesn't seem like it should be a main street. It's actually on this side of the railroad tracks, is interrupted every few blocks for who knows why. But on the other side, it goes all the way from the railroad tracks down to through Nulu, which is well past the numbered streets. They end at the First Street, and then it's Brook and Floyd. Yeah, Brook, and then Floyd, and then Preston, etc. Dakota is taking her sweet time and has been for a few blocks. Don't know why. Still on Main Street. The block after this next one. It's where it hits a dead end for a block and then it starts up again. And, this little guy. It's so funny. Oh look, there's another little one. A quiet little one. Yep, was quiet. Kind of older one. Looks either pregnant or fat, or has a tumor. Yeah, this little guy, this is so funny. He comes out and he acts so fierce. Dakota could just snack him up. You're smaller than a groundhog, buddy. You don't stand a chance. So anyway, as I was getting ready to say, Main Street is downtown here. It was all demolished, I believe, in the 60s because this is a very dumb town that does not preserve anything beautiful. But Walt Disney bought all of the facades from those buildings, and they packed them onto flatbed train cars and took them down to Florida to Disneyland, and they are now Main Street USA. So if any of you are ever any of those Disney folks that does the Disney thing, you can see what downtown Louisville once looked like. And it was gorgeous. It really was. The few buildings, there's like one stretch that most of the buildings are still there downtown, and it is, they're absolutely gorgeous. Market Street has, well, there's two stretches that still have most of them, but it's only on one side of the street in both cases. But Walt Disney could see what Main Street ought to look like, even though the Louisvillians couldn't. All right, I'm gonna probably do one more of these before I get back to the house. Boy, that tree, that split keeps getting bigger. It got really badly damaged it's a big tree. There was a really bad storm. Actually, I got caught out in it. And this is why I've got this fancy super thing. Oh, somebody's walking. It looks like they're, oh, it's a child. I thought for a second it was a huge dog, but they were in the shade. Yeah, I got caught out in that. This is Duncan Street again. We're approaching 34th Street. This is 36th here. So we've got 35th and 34th. 34th is up there by the overpass. Yeah, that tree's doomed, it looks like. Well, a big chunk of it came off. Anyway, I think it might have been a little bit of a tornado because one did set down pretty close to here. Well, I guess I'm gonna finish this up. We're just about back where we started. What a gorgeous Saturday. I think it's warmed up a little bit since I left, but it's still really nice out here. A little hazy and still overcast, but you know, the sun's kind of pushing its way through a little bit. Hope you have a great Saturday or whatever day you're watching this, and thanks for going on a walk with me. See you next time. This is Bouncy Boy and Bark Bag. Bark Bag and Bouncy Boy, the chuckleheads, as their mother calls them. I have actually put Dakota on a leash so that she doesn't run up and down with these two guys for the next 10 minutes, and she's about to pull me over. Come on. Yeah, those are her nemesises, the two. Actually, I think Bouncy Boy, the blonde one, is okay. He got loose once, and all he wanted to do was run around and play. The black one, not so much. She's kind of a bitch.